What's up, guys? So today we're going to be discussing the difference between soft washing and power washing. Soft washing is not something that I do, but in certain situations it can be necessary. In other situations it doesn't really matter whether you power wash or soft wash, and a handful of situations you do need to power wash. So we're going to be discussing what each of these are, what the differences are, and which situations would be better for soft washing versus power washing. Power washing involves setting water through a spigot, and then it runs through the power washer, it creates a bunch of pressure, and it comes out the other side through the end of the nozzle at the end of the wand. And this has enough pressure to remove any mold or debris or dirt from the customer's property. Now, different soaps and stuff can be used, but they're typically not necessary because the power washer usually has enough pressure to remove everything. So soft washing involves using much stronger soaps and chemicals than I use, the main one being sodium hypochlorite or bleach. So the soft washer applies all of the soap, they let it set for a certain amount of time, and then they hose it down afterwards. The chemical should be strong enough so that the dirt and debris and everything starts sort of coming off, and then the water just rinses it off after. So the main situation where power washing is necessary is on concrete. So with concrete, the dirt is often pretty hard to get out, and you really need enough pressure to actually just blast it all off. If you put chemicals on it and then rinse it down, it's not really going to do anything. And concrete has the additional benefit of it really cannot be damaged by the power washer, no matter how much pressure you use or what nozzle you use or whatever. So you need a pretty powerful power washer and then a surface cleaner and just blast it all off. So there's many instances where you need to soft wash. So a main one, or one of the main ones, is roofs. Another one is cedar shake siding. Also certain patios, if there's no concrete in between the stones, it's better to soft wash it. And also heavily oxidized vinyl paint will need to be soft washed and not power washed. So I have another video detailing all of this, so I'll link it in the description of surfaces that can't be power washed. But those are the main ones that require soft washing. So there's a handful of instances where either soft washing or power washing could be fine. So the one that I see most common is vinyl houses. Assuming it's not heavily oxidized, either soft washing or power washing should be fine as long as you're careful not to get too close with it with the power washer. Also, wood-sided houses can be fine. Fences and decks also you could do either way. But each one of these does carry its own set of risks. So obviously the power washer can damage the property. There's at least a possibility of it happening in most instances other than concrete. So that is something that the power washer should be careful of, and I do have another video of it which I can link in the description. The other thing is with soft washing, the main risk is that if the customer has plants, the soft washer does need to use bleach, sodium hypochlorite. So they do need to be careful to water the plants before and after, very heavily. So that dilutes the bleach to the point where it's no longer really going to harm the plants. So that's it for this video. Here's a graphic that I made detailing which surfaces need to be power washed versus soft wash. But that's it for now, so I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.